Good morning, and welcome to Coffee with Christine. I am your host and founder of This Side of Chaos Women's Empowerment Coaching. In 2017, I had been an overweight, unfulfilled single mom for over 10 years to a young son. When I went through a health scare in 2018, I found the path to my purpose. Today, I am here to show you how you can create the life you want, find the love you crave, even if you've been single for years. It all starts with self-love and coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. Let's get started with today's daily dose of love and caffeination.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for Coffee with Christine episode 153. I can't believe that we have made it to Friday. You know, we've been talking about some really great and deep stuff. We've been talking about fear of overcoming adversity, fear of rejection, fear of trauma. We've been talking about so many wonderful, heavy topics. I know that they're heavy. But these are topics that we need to hear. These are topics that we need to be discussing. And so before we dive into today's topic, overcoming fear of death, my Jack Skellington. Tomorrow's Halloween, guys. There is nothing better than Jack Skellington and Boo for Halloween. All right. I want to know what your Halloween plans are. And I also want to know what you're sipping. Tell me all the things. I want to know. So, fear of death. You know, this one was heavy and this one is thought-provoking. And I really want you to try to come in on the conversation with me on this because it's the ultimate unknown. And I think that we are in such a fear of death and what comes after. We don't know what comes after. We don't know if there's heaven. We don't know if there's hell. We don't know. So our fear of death keeps us back from living. It's interesting, isn't it? We are so focused on the way that we leave this experience, the way that we leave our lives, that we let it stop us from actually truly experiencing life in its full fullness. And it's fear holds us back from living. Fear of death holds us back from living, right? How many things have you done because you're afraid you're going to get hurt? You're afraid you're going to get sick. You're afraid you're going to put yourself or someone else in the position for their lives to end. I'm thinking COVID, guys, right? It happens on a daily basis. We're so afraid of this virus that we have stopped living. Some of us have not been out of our homes since this thing started because of the fear. They are continuing to play on fear of death. And I want to challenge that. I want to challenge you into understanding that death is just another phase. It's another level. It's another experience for us to go through. Now, I don't want us to sit there and invite it in. I don't want us to be, but I also don't want us to stop it from having us live. Why do we fear it? Because we don't know what happens afterwards. Do we go off into this ethereal existence and become part of a whole energy? Do we go to heaven and meet Jesus? Do we go to hell because we're evil people or bad or like what? We don't know what happens. We have our theories. We have some science. We have some myth. We have some belief systems, but we don't ourselves truly know, right? And that's why we're afraid of it, because we fear the unknown. It's normal and it's natural for us to be afraid of it. However, I would like to point out that nothing is going to prevent it. Nothing is going to stop it. Nothing is going to allow you to live forever. Not right now. Maybe technology later on, that'd be kind of cool. we also, I understand we want to push our longevity. I do. I get it. And I totally, of all people, I understand pushing for longevity. Okay. However, the ultimate realization is we are not getting out of this alive. Any of us. We're not getting out of this whole thing that we call life alive. With that understanding, I would love to challenge you to step outside your comfort zone. I would love to challenge you to do something that you're afraid of because of overcoming fear. I want you to, if you do not have a belief system in place, if you do not have an understanding or concept or a belief on what happens to us after we leave this life, I would like for you to research it. I would love for you to get in touch with a spiritual system that works for you, whether it's Catholicism, whether it's Christianity based, whether it's Buddhism, whether it's meditating. I don't care what life source energy you tap into. I want you to feel absolute comfort in your faith base, if that makes sense. Because without that faith, without that belief in something bigger than yourself, fear is just going to grow around the concept of death. Right? So I want you to do research. I want you to check into what system of belief feels best to you and go into that and get your fear of death to be alleviated a little bit. We're never going to get it gone. We're never going to get it to go away because, again, it's something that's going to happen eventually to all of us. And I don't want us to rush in and meet it. However, I do want us to not let it stop us from living. Do not stop living because you're afraid to die. I hope that makes sense. So I want you to go into today and think about what you can do to live your life to your fullest. If you go to bed tonight, I want you to really think about, did I live today to the utmost potential that I could? Is there anything that I regret not doing today that I can do tomorrow, that I have the opportunity? I am waking up tomorrow and I have the opportunity to do this absolute wonderful thing. Travel, go places, talk with someone, tell someone you love them. Live each day as its fullest. Because if you don't, you're going to be more afraid. You're going to have regrets. And you know what? Life is too freaking short to have all that heaviness on your heart. Right? Okay? Overcoming fear of death. We never get out of it alive. Live today as its fullest and dive into your faith. Dive into your belief system. Those are my tips. All right. So I have really, really, really super exciting news. I am doing a webinar based on it November 14th at 6 o'clock. I'm going to be posting more about this, but November 14th at 6 o'clock p.m., I am going to be discussing, we're going to be doing a mastermind on intentional intimacy. And it's all things intimacy and feeling good and intimate energy and all kinds of great stuff. So I'm going to be posting more about that. November 14th, 6 o'clock p.m. I've got some really great other things going on, but I am so excited to have you guys here discussing this deep topic, and I am going to get going. I want to hear all about what you are going to do today to live your life to the fullest. I am going to go and have my port removed. I am getting this thing that they use for my cancer treatments. It's gone. It's coming out today at 12:30. So another chapter of the cancer journey is coming to a close. So I am so excited about that. That's something that I am doing that I did to overcome fear. I beat the snot out of cancer. What did you do today? All right. Love you so much. Thank you for watching. I am heading out. I'm going to finish my coffee. Have an amazing day and go and live today with the utmost of passion. It's too short, people. Enjoy it. Do what you can. I love you. Go live with passion.